It's been 6 hours, 58 minutes, and 3 seconds, and you're still waiting for a reply. You're filled with excitement at your phone lighting up, only to realize it's your friend sending their 500th reel of the day. You've done everything down to a T. You asked her what her name is, how old she is, where she's from, what her hobbies is. So why is she still not interested? That is what we will be diving in within this video as we explore why she isn't texting back. Hey, if you enjoy content like this, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, join the community, man. It's a safe place over here, for sure. Starting right off with the most obvious reason, drum roll please. She just isn't into you, bro. Simple human psychology will tell you better than me that when we are drawn to something, curiosity strikes, and this will lead to a level of exploration. This could come from the way that you look, your status, and your interests. You mix those into the pot with the right formula and voila, she's into you. But with every dish, people have their preferences and you just may not be on her taste buds. It may hurt to say, but you just might not be that interesting to this said person. Early signs of this could be closed-ended questions that make you carry the conversation, hostile aura, and most importantly, she isn't texting back. Look, women's psychology is complicated and it's not always as black and white as male psychology. While we are fueled off of visual inputs and connection, a lot of women thrive off of security, the feeling of security. This is due to women's biology, evolving to nurture and care for their community. These vulnerable tasks require stability and security, and everything about you is another checkbox to indicate if you can provide that, initiating the reply and interest. But it's not always that easy. We live in a world where men and women are not scarce anymore. Options are available, options that you'll probably have to compete against. And according to evolutionary psychology, women are far more selective when choosing a partner. David Buss explains in The Evolution of Psychology how this is because women have evolved, biologically speaking, to find the best option for that long-term stability. In essence, your text game can be an indicator if you're a stable person, and if you can offer that stability. Your confidence, ambition, and status through the digital lens could be the difference between her choosing you or flaking you for the next best thing. Now, I want to clarify, this isn't about women being gold diggers or playing games. It's strategic. Her not replying to your message could just be another survival instinct within her frontal lobe, subconsciously. Just like men are designed to pursue women, women are designed to filter for quality. However, this strategy has evolved into something extreme and can also be another hindrance. With so many options and so many DMs, it's easy for a woman to become overstimulated and completely desensitized to the messages themselves. What once was a romantic desire turns into suffocation, ultimately leading to detoxing. And while she's trying to regain her sanity, you're here worried about if she's thinking about you. How selfish. It's really true though. Nowadays, a simple message is not enough to draw someone in. The law of habituation explains how the more we are exposed to something, the more we learn to adapt to it. Our reactions adapt to it, ultimately neutralizing our response. You see a picture of a rat for the first time, and you're like, oh shit, it's a rat. You see it a few more times, and you're like, rats ain't that bad. They're like little possums. I actually have one as a pet. The little cute possum pet. Imagine if you kept seeing that picture of a rat again and again and again and again, listening to your favorite song again and again and again. After a while, it becomes suffocating. It doesn't become desirable anymore. It's at that point we have to ask, when does it become desirable to reply to a message drowned in a pool full of past and future messages? It highlights how today's society has made a lot of our needs easily accessible, leading to us not wanting that said thing anymore. It's an adverse effect that goes against logic, but it doesn't at the same time. There's ways to go around it. Psychologically speaking, the answer lies between mystery above availability, but to a certain degree. See, there's a common misconception that nonchalantness increases attractiveness within men. The less you show you're interested and the more you show that you don't care, the more she'll chase you. However, this is far from the truth. In order for a woman to feel comfortable going deeper within messages with you, a level of vulnerability needs to be laid down. And that goes for anything. It's simple psychology. In order for you to trust something, you must engage with vulnerability. But men's, I was vulnerable. I told her where I live. I told her where I worked. I even gave her my bank details so she can go shopping. See, the real problem is oversharing and not leaving a sense of mystery. Not creating a story with a cliffhanger that makes the reader want to continue reading. Again, with human psychology, I should be a psychologist by now. Just give me the license. Human psychology suggests that the more scarce something is, meaning the more limited it is in quantity, the more value we perceive it to have. That's why brands will put something like limited edition on some shoes that they have many of, but they want you to feel like they're going. They want you to feel like it's special, so you come and buy it, you purchase it, and indulge within it. However, in this case, instead of Air Jordan 1s being Air Jordan 1s, you are the Air Jordan 1s, if that makes sense. Essentially, you are the special item and you better act like it. Otherwise, you'll blend in with all the other shoes on the shelves. I want to specify again, I'm not saying to play a game of cat and mouse, but I'm also not telling you to not play a game of cat and mouse, depending on your level of comfortability and familiarity. One thing I can guarantee is that mystery is an effective tool that will make you seem more desirable and appealing. We all have this inherent sense of curiosity, this inherent sense to find out more, to find the answers, to find out why we feel this type of way anyways about this certain thing, until that feeling goes. And when that feeling goes, it's because you have the answer. Make that answer continue running by creating a story. This comes from less availability, letting the mind wander and make questions of its own. These things normally come from daily routines, habits, tasks, and side quests, conveniently giving you more to talk about too. But let's say there's a change in dynamic. You've been talking to this girl for quite a while and everything's been going great, but all of a sudden she goes ghost, she goes cold, and things don't seem the same anymore. This brings me to a more sensitive part of my video where I want to discuss trauma responses, and more importantly, attachment styles. Attachment styles are developed through the parent and child relationship. Depending on how healthy the child and the parent relationship was, is how stable the child will be in relationships. Well, the adult. This could lead to a lot of great relationships, and also a lot of bad ones. Avoidant attachment style is an example I want to give. An attachment style that creates a sense of fear when getting close to someone, questioning that person's loyalty and if they actually value you and love you. Are they there to hurt you, or are they there to use you? All these questions and overthinking, it could cause someone to push themselves away from the situation entirely. I believe this is what evoked the talking stage in itself. The talking stage where you're supposed to get to know someone, and if you make it past the talking stage, then you're good. I feel like a lot of talking stages fail though because of this attachment style being in play and people not healing from it. That fear of getting close to someone and not being able to communicate your feelings properly out of that fear of judgment makes the person want to run away from the situation, making assumptions to validate their feelings. It's the purest level of self-sabotage and is really something that I've struggled with myself, so I can relate to, but it's very unfortunate. I don't want to get deep in this video, so let's just continue. Look, I'm not here to give dating advice, I'm here to spread awareness, and all of my points are backed up with empirical knowledge and experience. What I hope you gain from this video is that everyone is trying to get their shit together. We live in a complex society where things are not as narrow as they used to be. If a woman isn't responding to you or giving you the time of day, it normally has less to do with you and more to do with her. And that's fine. Free will not only empowers women to not reply to you, but also for you to see the light within yourself. Communication is a powerful tool, but if it's not being acknowledged, you're better off talking to a brick wall. If I could give any advice within this video, it would be for the guys watching this to maintain their self-respect and their dignity. Throughout all these situations, don't let a woman or a man make you feel less than. With all those things intact, a message undelivered will seem more like time saved than time wasted. It's Men's TV, back with 900 thoughts. I'm out.